sustainable livelihoods for farmers. Today, we are telling a story of resilience and innovation in the face of challenges. Stay tuned as we explore the exciting potential of Arrowroots and the impact of value addition in Kenya.
Thank you, Matu. Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Kilimo na Biashara Show. And well, this is a major observation. The international market for value-added products is growing, and the local producers and manufacturers have not been left out. And today, we want to explore the world of Arrowroots value addition. We've never done that before, but we've done arrowroot farming. So today, let's explore the never-ending world of Arrowroot value addition. Shall we? Let's go. Elizabeth.
Hi, Linda.
You're
Welcome
right.
to Bidelo.
Thank you.
Wow,
Let me remove my
made it.
gumboots. Hello.
Okay. Hi, Linda.
Good to meet you
Good to meet
too.
you and welcome to Bidelo.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. I see you have my gear
Absolutely. We want to prepare you to go into the production area.
here. Yes.
Because we need the necessary outfits. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. May I help you?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And yeah, take your time. Okay, we also have a net for your hair. So
Biosafety is key.
absolutely.
Okay.
This is our necessary rules that ensures that our food is safe
Okay.
and secure.
Is it all
Yeah, perfect. It's all in. It's all in. You're all safe now. And if I may also offer you the necessary shoes to go in.
Now I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. Welcome in.
Thank
and
you.
Please, if you may go before me. Okay. Please welcome to our factory.
It smells so nice.
Yeah, production is ongoing.
So before we even get into the production and everything that happens here, we'd like to know about Elizabeth. How has your journey been?
I am originally from Elgeyo Marakwet. I grew up, or I was born in the Cherangani Hills. And as a child, those days, Cherangani Hills was very cold. So we didn't have much of maize. So maize was kind of exotic to us. But whenever we got maize and we wanted to prepare ugali, we had to be very creative about how to make our ugali thick. And most of the time, really, I came to realize that our ugali was really nutritious because she thickened it, or she mixed it with, she fused it with millet, sometimes with sorghum, sometimes with potatoes. But the best part of the ugali for us was really the ugali crust. And in the 90s, after I finished my bachelor's degree at Kenyatta University, I was very fortunate to go on an exchange program to the US. I would like really to give a lot of gratitude to Mama Tabitha Sahi. She was the one who really encouraged me to go to the US at that time. And while in the US, I met a lot of other students from different countries. The most remarkable for me was when we were asked to bring a dish. We had what they called potluck dinner. One of the most impressive things that I really learned in this was the Mexican food. Because there was this Mexican lady that brought every time something special, you know, nachos or tortillas or quesadillas. I was really inspired by the Mexican way of how they have commercialized maize. They have created fantastic products. So we came back in 2010 At that time, actually, we started the company.
And now let's talk about what happens here. What really happens in this facility?
So basically, we adopted the Mexican process of making or adding value to maize, which is the production of tortillas. And from the tortillas, we make them chips. So the tortillas can be used in various forms and shapes. So, but our main focus at the moment is the chips, which we already have in the market.
And since there's a lot happening here, where does the process begin?
Normally, our process starts from really making sure that we have the recipes ready. We prepare the recipes. We have a system or basically a platform where we enter all the data, all the recipes of the day. So today, for example, we are going to do arrowroot tortilla chips. Basically, we mix maize and arrowroots because we really want to enhance the value of both the products, the maize and the arrowroots. So we put all the recipes, all the quantities, all the ingredients that are needed in a platform, because we want to also make sure that we are tracking everything in terms of the quality. That's how we create also the quality assurance to make sure that we have everything documented. So that's the starting point.
And after that?
Our production takes 3 days or 3 major steps, because the process that we utilize to cook the maize takes totally almost 20 hours, because we cook for 4 hours and then we steep it for another overnight. The idea is that we remove the husk of the maize without damaging any part of the maize. So only removing the cover, which is called the husk. And it's a process, it's a cooking process called nixtamalization. It's a special edible lime that the maize is steeped in to only remove the husk.
And what's the importance of removing the husk?
The process of nixtamalization enhances the nutritional value of the maize. It enhances vitamin B, okay, and as well as removing any traces of aflatoxin. You know, aflatoxin is commonly on the husk, and any other potential harmful substances. So the nixtamalization process is actually meant for that.
So how long will the process of nixtamalization take?
Normally, there is a boiling stage that's about 4 hours, and then the heat is turned off, and then it's steeped overnight to soften the husk, because the husk is a hard cover. So you want to soften it, okay? So that's what the nixtamalization process does, which will take us to the next process of cleaning, of cleaning the maize with the nixtamalization, and also grinding. That is where we grind it into a special dough. We have specific consistency for the dough. So after the grinding, now we actually take it to the mixing stage, where we now fuse it with whatever product that we want to fuse it with. Currently we have about 6 fusions. We have sweet potato, we have kale and sukuma. Yes, because we want also to have really nutritious vegetarian type. And you know the value proposition of moringa and also kale. You know, sukuma is very, very nutritious with all the high value nutrients. And we also have arrowroots, as I said. We also have millet, because millet, as you know, is very nutritious, and we want to really make a good snack for people who may be very conscious about their sugar levels, especially diabetic people who really want to have less carbohydrates or sugar, but more of fiber and vegetables. We also have, we have done cassava, but it's not yet commercialized. We have also done with crickets.
Ah.
Yes, maize with crickets, because we are trying to go into a protein type of tortillas or chips. We did do an exhibition. We presented our crickets chips in the Rwanda Agri Show. They invited us for the innovation. Yeah. So we have, we can fuse it with anything and everything. Yeah. What we are really focusing on is the high value seeds, high value vegetables, and tubers. So we also have chia seeds products. We have also, we are now going hopefully to venture into others like fruits and other high value seeds.
But where do you source all these materials? Because clearly there's a lot of products that you need at the beginning.
Basically, we're really proudly Kenyan. We try to get all our products locally, and we want to develop and commercialize our indigenous crops.
So even as you strive to support the local producers, is there enough supply for your products?
Absolutely. I think that, you know, supply has to go with demand. Yeah. The more there is demand, the more there will be need for people to do it. Yeah. Look at crops like avocados today. Because of the demand, people are going into it, macadamia or cashew nuts. This is where we need to commercialize and to really create the demand.
We still have a lot lined up for you, including now looking at the value addition process of Arrowroots. So don't go too far. Let's take a glass of water.
On Monday, the 7th October 2024 at 11 a.m., the chairperson of the Council of Governors, Her Excellency Anne Waiguru, will take the stage to deliver the annual State of Devolution Address. Discover the remarkable achievement county governments made in the financial year 2023-2024 in all devolved sectors, the challenges they overcame, and the bold plans counties have put in to deliver the promise of devolution. Don't miss this. Tune in to K24 TV for the live broadcast.
As you wait for your call to be picked, here is today's inspirational quote. Life is a roller coaster, full of good days and bad experiences. We must learn to accept finite disappointments, but never lose infinite hope.
Ili kuset never lose hope kama skiza tune yako, dial *811*628#.
And welcome back to Kilimo na Biashara Show. Thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're just joining us this minute, then it's not too late, because today we are focusing on Arrowroot value addition. And we are getting into the value addition now. And we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth, tell me, what happens in the value addition of Arrowroots?
So once we have cooked and they are ground into a nice paste, they are mixed and really blended well. Now we bring it to the extrusion machine, where they are put through the the extrusion machine, and they go into the oven. They are baked.
So how long is the baking process?
Actually, it's I would say 5 minutes, because it's a whole machine that bakes and also cools it, and then it goes to the packaging area where they are packaged and then taken to the cooling or to the freezing section where they're kept for as long as they would be needed. So generally we prepare for the next production, because our products are produced on order. So once we have the order, we defreeze and then we fry them, because we want them to go to the customer straight from the oven.
When it's fresh.
When it's fresh, and we also reduce the possibility of preservations or any additives that actually prolong the shelf life.
And that means you really have to invest in coolers and freezers, yeah?
Absolutely. We have a 40-foot container that can take up to 20 metric tons for the cooling.
And now, Elizabeth, I see Bidello. What does it mean?
Bidello is an acronym. So B is our family name, Bischoff, which is German origin name. And also the influence of the innovation was heavily influenced by a Swiss way of processing. And Dello means developing local opportunities. That is really our philosophy. And that was the reason why I came back home, really to develop these opportunities that I grew up with as a child, and also are really core to our economic and social well-being.
And now speak to us about the market, especially with the imported products of the same and with the local products, because I know the competition is stiff.
We differentiate ourselves from them from the fact that we are natural. Our cooking process, we do the original Mexican style process, where we preserve the nutritional value, or even enhance the nutritional value of the product. We are the only ones that do fusion, and also we really use our local indigenous crops. That is the really value that we have. We are also halal.
So Elizabeth, during my research, I saw that your product is slightly expensive, more than the rest that is in the market. Why is that?
This is the biggest challenge we have, obviously, that our brand is high-end and also expensive, not only because of the process, but the crops that we use are unfortunately expensive. Because sweet potatoes, arrowroots, shea, kale and moringa, they are not cheap. But we believe that, you know, if you look at the lifestyle diseases that are today very rampant, diabetes, blood pressure and all sorts, they are really lifestyle related, because we have abandoned our indigenous way of life and also our indigenous meals and nutrition. So personally, I think that at the end of the day, cheap can be very expensive, because, and we believe, yes, from the competition at the moment also, price matters in the market. You know, people want, and snacking does not really, is not related to healthy, generally. This is one thing that has to be changed over time.
Yeah, people really want a quick fix.
Yes, because snacks has never been seen as healthy. It's an indulgence. You know, you indulge, you just enjoy. It's not really about nutrition. Now, we want to change the narrative, because, you know, now the global trend, we see better opportunities for us in international markets.
So how much do you sell?
Currently, at the major supermarkets like Chandarana and Carrefour, they are going at 79, which is about 20% more expensive than the other regular, I would say, not so healthy snacks.
Yes. Now, Elizabeth, in all successful businesses, challenges abound. You've talked to us about the ups and the downs. Tell us about your challenges now.
One of the biggest challenges that I think not only we face, but many companies, is really the distribution and marketing. Our distribution here in terms of the retailing, it really has been up and down. When we started in 2014 to go into the supermarket, we were doing relatively well with Nakumatt. We were all over the country. We were even in Uganda and Southern Sudan. But when Nakumatt fell, we lost millions of money. We lost almost 200 million in the retail, because we not only lost the products, but we also lost the market. So there was almost like 3 years where we did not have anywhere to distribute the products.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Also, Uchumi fell, and it went with our money. Also, there was the other one that also went down. So really, it is the challenge in this country is the retailing. And there is really no support in that aspect for small companies. That's why when you go to these big distributing retailers, it's mostly international products or the big multinationals.
And there is also a challenge of power distribution.
Absolutely. We have issues of power. One time we could not produce for almost 2 months because our transformer was vandalized, and it took 2 months to get it back. So we lost production, we lost sales because of the vandalized transformer. Now, right now, as you have seen today, we have had several interruptions. We have supplemented with solar. We have also generator, but it's very costly to run these, and they are not really efficient. So this is where we have a real challenge. It's the supply of public services. We're very lucky here to have really good source of water. We have, fortunately, one of the schools here that has a borehole. So, and of course, again, the different regulations and requirements. Every time we have to go to the county of Nairobi, we go to Kiambu, we go to Machakos, we have to pay fees to go into these different, and every step adds cost.
And since you've been in this business for quite some time now, you've been there, done it. Now, what would you advise someone who would like to venture into this sector, whether it's a small-scale farmer, arrowroot farmer who wants to venture into value addition? What would be your advice?
First of all, I would like to say the potential is huge. Really, we are very fortunate as a country. Our geographical locations, our cultural diversity presents an enormous opportunity for all of us, because that's one thing. I think also from a resource point of view, Kenya is really very well and strategic in this way. The only things that I would say would need to be really considered by our governments or our institutions, our local authorities, is the supply of energy, or to make it affordable and even make it more accessible to industries, so that people can have continuous and predictable supply. The other aspect is also, I think that as a country, we need to actually start to take pride in our own heritage. Actually, if you see every country today that has succeeded and developed, look at the Italians. What I understand is pizza was actually the poor man's meal. But look now, pizza is actually very, very special. Yes. There are spaghettis. We need to promote our own foods. Personally, I think mutakoi could be already an international delicacy.
So cheers to our Kamba people.
Cheers to our Kamba people, absolutely. The mokimos, the mursik, for example, for the Kalenjins, our fish from the lake. We have all our cultural foods and way of life. The Maasais, do you know that the Maasais with dried meat? Biltong today is a world delicacy, the dried meat from South Africa. Why don't we have these things? you know. So it is about actually going back to our roots, because our way of life is actually the life that is in demand today. Believe me, people want healthier lifestyles, nutrition. They also want something really delicious. And I believe all our foods, as Kenyans and as diverse as we are, we need to go back and see what is in our Luya community, what is in our Kikuyu community, what is in our Somali community that we can really commercialize and be the dish of choice, and you know, and really that the world is looking for. So I'm really grateful that I'm in such a country that is so rich in culture, in way of life, in, of course, in foods and nutrition, and we hope that we will focus on this and promote our way of life.
Wow, Elizabeth, cheers for not giving up. And thank you so much. We appreciate you. This has been a mind-blowing show. I've learned a lot, and Kenyans will be happy with this for sure. Thank you. And thank you for being part of the show today. Wow, for sure. For me, this is mind-blowing. This is why the competition between the local industries and the products that comes from outside is just out of these worlds. The competition is unfair, but the supply is there here in the country. So there is huge potential, like Elizabeth said. Perhaps we need to tap into those gaps. Thank you so much. My name is Linda Koske. See you again next Sunday for yet another exciting episode of Kilimo na Biashara. See you.
This September, endelea kufurahia na Star Times. Discover your love language on our amazing channels all month long to enjoy intriguing telenovelas from all over the world daily. Renew your subscription today and endelea kufurahia na Star Times. Watch Filipino melodrama The Fake Life.
Serious. We really need to focus on this mission.
Get charmed with our Indian drama Soulmates. Get lost in legendary love in Chinese fantasy The Legend of Shen Li, and Turkish drama Lost in Love. You can also catch fresh episodes of Stepmom on Rebo TV Plus every day at 8 p.m. Renew your subscription today and endelea kufurahia na Star Times. Buy the DTT decoder for only 1,199 shillings and top up 500 shillings to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the classic bouquet. You can also link your decoder to the Star Times On app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go, anytime, anywhere. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Usiachwe nyuma. Join us at the Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon. Register by visiting www.nairobimarathon.com and help us move Kenya forward. Standard Chartered Nairobi Marathon. Run. Embrace possibility.
You have all heard the word Betika, but do you know what Betika really means? To Betika is to climb to the top.